Yo, yo, yo. What's good, everybody? Y'all already know it's your boy LZ10, and we are back with another episode of Unproductive TV. And today I got a special guest. What's your name, broski? Go ahead and talk to him.
Man, what's going on, y'all? I go by Ikey Suave. Ikey Suave. It don't really matter which one you say, however you say it. Shit, you know what I mean? There's no really wrong or right way to say it. Just Ikey Suave, Ikey Suave. It don't really matter. But, man, appreciate you having me on here, bro.
Let's go, man. I know me and bro was just over here building, talking about hoop. And, man, I know y'all don't know bro's a hooper. You already know.
Cap. I know. I look the part, but I'm not the part. I can't hoop like that.
He can't hoop like that. He just be around. He's just a fan then.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the game. You know what I'm saying? But I can't. I'm not. I can't hoop like that.
It's hard to be tall. You know, as soon as you tall, nigga automatically put you like you a hooper,
man,
bro.
And mind you, I'm in shape. So it's like, I be walking, you know, motherfuckers be like, oh, are you a basketball? Actually, I don't get basketball no more. So I used to get basketball, but I started gaining like muscle probably like in the past like 2 years. Like after I was grown, you know what I'm saying? So like it went from like, do you play basketball to now like, oh, do you play football? You know what I'm saying? They're like, are you in the NFL? I either get a football player or a boxer. I'm like, bro, I just be chilling.
But no, that's always that's a beautiful thing when people walk up on you and say that. That's when you know you doing your shit.
Yeah,
you're like, oh, let me go back and hit it again, my nigga.
For sure. It's a compliment for sure, but it's like, damn, like I can't just chill. Like.
I ain't gonna cap. One time when I was really like 3 years ago, and I was really into my workout stage, I had went to Cinzetti's and I had my chain on and everything.
Oh, okay,
and I was in there,
like 50 Cent,
yeah, lady was like, yo, you play for the foot? I'm like, nah, what you talking about?
Man, like one time I was in Oklahoma and I was visiting my friend Pat because he went to school down there and shit. So we was at I think Whataburger, right? And you know, it's late at night. It's like midnight, 1 in the morning. You know, they open 24 hours. So I walk in there and this white boy, he looked at me like crazy. Like he's like, whoa, like he just seen a ghost. He's like, whoa, man, guess what this nigga asked me, man?
Who you were?
He said, you're Tyreek Hill. I'm like,
oh, bro,
I'm like, what?
Oh, my God. Like, no, what? Nigga, Tyreek is like 5'11",
bro. I'm 6'3". I'm like, bro, you got the wrong dude. Like, what are you, Tyreek Hill, nigga? For real?
Oh, my God. No, you know.
That felt kind of racial. I was like,
I know.
man.
It is kind of that. You know, they think we all look alike. And sometimes I ain't going to count. Sometimes I be thinking, I don't know. You know, I can judge it, but sometimes, you know, I get a little confused,
man,
too,
bro. Nigga said Tyreek Hill. I'm like, bro, just give me
I know
burger,
black
bro.
people though, but I remember like it always be like that though. And then like when I be with people of other races, and I might see like rappers or football players, and I'll be like, "Yo, that's such and such," and they'll be like, "No, it ain't," and I'll be like, "Bro, don't ever question me if it's somebody black, because I don't know the white people."
You don't ever ask because you don't want to look stupid. That's how I'm
I seen Drago and Bino in the D one time at the mall, and I was with the homies, and I was telling them like, that's them, bro. And they was like, you sure? And I'm like, bro, I'm from Michigan, bro. Don't ever question me about any Michigan rapper. If I see a Michigan rapper, I need 2 seconds I know who that is, my nigga.
Bro, was it them?
Yeah, it was them.
Okay.
It was cool as hell.
You talked to them like they cool people?
No, I should have. I should have walked up on them and said something. They had a kid with him too and shit. They was walking through the mall, and we was just walking through the overpass. But I should have went up and said something. It would have been cool.
Drago seemed like a funny ass dude.
Yo. And just them coming up in the beginning of Detroit hip hop, I would have been dope to even talk to them. But yo, so who is Ikey Suave, bro? Who are you? What's the part of the personalities that make your makeup and like that makes you? Give us some of that.
Man, I'm that's a loaded question, low key. Well, shit, well, my real name is Ikena Azuka, and I say that with confidence because you know that's it's Igbo, and that's the tribe of Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? I'm first generation. You know, I guess Nigerian American because you know my mom and dad, they're born Nigerian. You know, they came here and had me and my sisters. But I say that with pride because that means God's strength in Igbo. That's a language out there from a tribe called the Igbo tribe. So, you know, and I say that with pride because it's a big part of my character. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like having unique names, you know, that shit builds character.
For sure.
You feel me? So, and man, just at the basis of who I am, I'm just like, shit, I'm real laid back. That's why I get all the time like, oh, you're laid back. You know, I say I'm laid back. I'm chill. You know, I'm a go-getter. You know what I'm saying? Like,
gotta be.
And who I am is what I reflect in my music. Like, just a young dude, a young black man from Kansas City trying to, like, who turned nothing into something. Like, motherfuckers don't even know. But, like, shit, just, like, not even a full year ago, I had, like, I was at a point where I had like $20 left to my name.
Damn.
I ran up like 10K in like the span of like over 10K in the span of like 3-4 months, just grinding.
Let's go.
Put my nose to the grindstone. So
Pavement
that's what
and
I
getting
am.
to
Like,
it, man. That's what's up. Congratulations, bro.
Appreciate that. Like I'm a grinder. I'm a hustler. Like that's
Gotta
who,
be.
That's who Ikey Suave is. Like a guy who's going. It don't matter if you throw me in the middle of the jungle. I'm gonna leave that bitch with a mink. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who I am.
Go.
That's who I am. Like
Hunger.
I'm a comeback kid. Like even if I start off slow, I'm gonna always find a way to like shake back. You know what I'm saying?
So how did by way of Kansas City happen then? Was that like, did y'all already have like family here on Kansas City? But how did your family end up picking up Kansas City to be like one of them cities that you settled in?
Yeah, cause I was born in California. I was born in LA actually.
Wow.
People don't know that. I was born in LA. So I lived in LA from the time I was born to the time I was 3 years old, and that's because like unfortunately, my father passed away. So we stayed in, I think at 3 years old we moved to like Georgia for 1 year. And then that's when my father had passed away, and my mom had like my sister and her husband and family in Kansas City. So like at that time, you know what I'm saying, that was my mom's closest family because all her other family was in Nigeria. Yeah, and we're here in America, so it's like that's the only person she knows. She's a grieving widow at that time, so she's trying to like be close to her peoples.
For sure.
So we moved over here to Kansas City, and that's where we've been ever since.
For sure. And I always hear, sometimes I know what they saying when it comes from the being a first generation American. I know it'd be a lot of pressure on you too to really do and not bullshit and do what the fuck you gotta do. They don't play.
Like I'm glad you said that because like
I know. I wish the American culture would put that more on the African American culture would put that more on their kids too, though. You feel me?
Yeah,
a little pressure ain't bad for you. You know what I'm saying?
Hell nah. It's like pressure can do one or two things. It can either break you or it can make a diamond. So
for sure.
And I think like it's kind of I don't know if you know, but it's like a statistic. I don't know the exact percentage, but they say like a lot of Nigerian kids or just like African kids in general, they come over to America and do like they're very extremely successful. They up there with like some of the white folks and
Hell
shit.
Yeah,
because like as
soon
as we hop off the plane, hop off the boat, we tell our kids
I know, cause it come. I don't know. It's something to do with the psyche of people being born here and having everything kind of like so easy to you that you kind of like take stuff for granted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me? And then when you come from circumstances that are like where you just like shit, what? Let's go over here and get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you can't
we're not gonna waste no
blame
time
people.
because like motherfuckers didn't just come across leave what they had going on in their home country and come all the way across a huge ass ocean to a land that they don't even know. Just just
the bullshit.
Like,
thank you for real.
So
like let's get serious and for real. And then it. I feel like the Niger, even like other cultures, like your culture had that too. But then the South cultures used to have that too back in the day. Cause my grandfather, he from like Ethelsville, Alabama. So he came up in like big slave culture. So when he moved to Flint, Michigan, and he was able to make money at GM, he used to tell me like he used to work till he damn near couldn't. He used to pass out on the forklift. He was like, and so it got away sometimes. I think it got away. I don't know. Hard work just got away from the American culture. In between,
he probably took a lot of pride in that, huh?
Yeah, he did. Man. Making himself from nothing to come from somebody talking about he was eating mud pies and holes in his shoes to shit having, you know what I'm saying, working a good job for $1 billion company for 35 years. He did like 37 years in the shop. So shit, my granddad did it straight for herself.
Man, hey, shout out your granddad, man. That's crazy.
Hard work, bro.
I think that's dope. Like a lot of people, they got ties to the South because their family, they come up from like South Carolina.
Yeah,
I got a friend in
we
DC.
all from the South, really though. Low key, ain't nobody. It's a couple of people, everybody from the South, and then either migrated later on. You know what I'm saying?
And it's a funny ass saying. They say like Chicago niggas ain't nothing but some Mississippi niggas in fur coats.
On God, because you go down. If you go down to New Orleans, I remember I did my intern in New Orleans after I graduated from the Conservatory of Recording Arts and Sciences, and them niggas was down there calling me country.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm like, what? They like,
they be talking like little baby.
Yeah, I'm like, nigga, y'all niggas sound like y'all French, Russian, or I don't know what the fuck going on with the New Orleans accent, but shit. I was like, I needed a translator every day. I was in there, huh? But that shit was beautiful though, man. It's crazy. Cultures is, that's what it is, you know what I'm saying?
And Oh, my
go
bad.
ahead.
I
No,
didn't mean
you
to cut
good.
you
Go
off.
ahead. Go ahead. No,
But
me
like,
and you.
even though like I am African, I also have like obviously I don't have the accent, so it's like I relate to a lot of African Americans because like I'm African at home. My mom
Nigga, we
speaking Emo
all
to me and shit.
African, nigga.
But then as soon as I leave the house, all my homies they African American, so it's like you
Thank you.
kind of feel a piece of both cultures. Like what I'm
Thank
saying,
you.
I grew up listening to some like Nigerian music. As soon as I leave the house, they playing what I'm saying all types of American music. You know what I'm saying? So I was blessed to be like fortunate enough to like dip and dabble with both cultures. You know what I'm saying? Like
But
I
it
think that-
should be like that. I just feel like some people, and it's not like all that. You probably got some Nigerian families that's been here probably like 6-7 generations that didn't let go of their traditions
Nah,
too.
hell
You
no.
feel me?
Exactly.
And I feel like I don't know. It's sad though that that's a lot of us just let go of our traditions like that because we all what I'm saying, we all from the same space. No matter that you came here later than my granddad family
Exactly.
came here, but my great granddad. Same circumstances as your family,
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? Just
Exactly.
earlier in time type shit.
Exactly.
But bro, yeah, this shit is beautiful and crazy. That's why I'm glad it's a dope conversation. We get to talk about a lot of stuff because culture is really all it is. Really, everything something is different, and all you got to do is talk to somebody and get some information and have a conversation, and you're gonna learn something.
Yeah, and that's why I hate this whole divide of like Africans versus African Americans. Like, oh, the African Americans like the Africans.
Like that.
It's certain like what I'm saying like it's like a little they call it the spore war. So it's like it's like a lot of Black Americans beefing with Africans and Africans beefing with them, and then they beefing with like black people in the UK, black people in Jamaica, black. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole it's a whole divide, but it's like it never made sense to me because it's like at the end of the day we all niggas.
Oh, niggas, my nigga. What did you
Like,
saying?
he might be a nigga from Alabama, and he might be a nigga from Kenya,
But
but at
we
the end of the day,
niggas.
y'all all just niggas.
Thank you. And if you break down the tree, nigga, it was all the same shit,
yeah,
man.
like, y'all
Everybody from Africa. We all from Africa fucking anyway.
You feel
The
me?
first
It's-
skull is like, my nigga,
dope.
like, what is you saying?
That shit never makes sense because it's like I don't see, and I don't mean I don't mean to compare us to them, but like I don't ever see like
Go ahead, keep going, keep going.
I don't ever see white Americans arguing with French people, you know what I'm saying, and vice versa, arguing with
French, you ain't from what's the name? We don't, I
like,
don't
they
know,
just
man.
white, like
I feel like, I don't know, bro. We put so much energy into focus on what make us different that we don't even know that we really all the fucking same anyway. It don't even fucking matter, bro. You feel me? I watch these people. I be watching a lot of international shit, like motherfuckers going like across the country and stuff. And bro, everywhere look the same. It's like a certain unit that
you
look
feel
just
me?
like that here,
you
here,
feel
that.
me? It's like
And it's like motherfuckers might be eating something different or might be bigger economies and shit like that. That's the only thing that kind of ever.
yeah, like
make us
maybe like different accents and shit, but
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, like shit. We all, you know what I'm saying, we all just black, so I think we need that, and it's already bad enough because we already got the, you know what I'm saying, we already got, I ain't going, we already got some other people against us.
That's crazy.
And that's why I fuck with Nick because I relate to him because he was he was Eritrean. That's a country. Yeah, he was also first generation African, and he grew up around African Americans. Obviously, that's what made me fuck with Nip even more. Actually, when I found out he was African.
Yeah, for sure. That's crazy. Yep, and Nip was African, and definitely and very, very stern man. He had a lot of wisdom to him. You could tell. It was he was getting some information from the source. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
He was a very powerful person, man. Rest in peace, Nip. Fucked up, man.
R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle, man. That's crazy.
So like, what influenced the kind of music you make then? Like, how did that decision come about to even create music and the path that you were even going to take on what you were going to create?
Man, see, the music shit, like that I feel like that came a lot later because I feel like most people that make music, whether it's like you might be able to relate because obviously you make music. So like a lot of dudes I know that make music, they've been doing this been their thing since they was like in diapers, damn near, like since they was like 5, 6, 4, 5, 6 years old. They knew like in their mind like this is what I want to do. I didn't know that like realistically, like if you would have gone back in time and told the 18-year-old me that I would have been a musician, I would have looked at you crazy like, what the fuck, like what, like you know what I'm saying, like, and what kind of it's just life started happening and I realized I kind of had like a knack for it, you know what I'm saying.
So what was that moment that influenced you to say like, I may need to try to write a song, or I might need to. I think I want to be a rapper.
Okay, I got you. My friend Markson, shout out Markson by the way. My friend Markson went to Park University. It's back in like like 2017, 2018, and we like young niggas. We like 17, 18 at this time, right? And he had these suite mates, not roommates, but like they got the rooms and like they got this little living room section, and they got some other roommates across there. So like these suite mates that recorded music. And one time Markson left for a long time. He said he went to the grocery store. He might have been on a mission. I don't know. But he went to the grocery store and shit. So, I'm on my phone because I don't know them niggas. I'm like, man, I'm like this. I got my phone. I'm in his dorm. I'm like, I don't know them niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the fuck. And then I hear like beats. And I hear them rapping over like freestyle and shit. I'm like, damn, like shit, let me get on. Let me get a piece of that, yo. I'm like, let me get a piece of that. Let me see what these niggas talking about. So I come in there. I'm like, hey, I introduce myself. Yo, my name's Ikey. What's up? Like, hey, man, like, you trying to rap with us? I said, hell yeah. Like, what's up with it? So I just, I spit my little thing or whatever, and they're like, oh shit, like you can go. I was like, yeah.
And that's when it started.
Yeah, and they had like studio equipment and that shit and everything. So I tried to make like this one song, but it wasn't really that good. But it's still like that's what started. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's when I realized, okay, I could.
How long you think it took you to like pad a song that you probably thought was even worth even recording though? Because you know that people don't be talking about that process.
Niggas do not talk about that.
That process be horrible, and it's like it almost make you want to quit because you like, I know I want to snap, but I don't know how to write to snap yet.
You feel me, man? Because niggas don't know. Like they think like, okay, when you hear like, because especially if you grew up like rapping just like to your homies, like you grew up freestyling shit. Mm-hmm. What you think you sound like is a lot different from what you actually sound like. Like the first time
tell him, bro, my part.
The first time I heard my voice in the microphone, I was like, oh my gosh, like that's what I sound like. Like this is me, this is my voice. And I was like, hell no. But yeah, like it took me like probably over a year at that point because I had started like taking music seriously like the end of like 2017, early 2018, and had been like recording songs. But that's why I was scrapping them because none of them sounded good. So around December 2018, when I put out my first song, that's when I felt like, okay, this sounds pretty good. Like, and I still hadn't even found my sound yet, but I felt like at that time period that sounded pretty good.
What do you feel like your narrative is? Like, what is your narrative like mostly like, what does your narrative mostly push or what's the fuel to your narrative? Like what do you be talking about?
Well, I be talking about, well, shit, I can tell. I just be talking about my trials and tribulations, like everything that I went through. Mm-hmm. Like what I'm saying. Like I said, like being able to go from nothing into something. Like that's the shit I relate to. You know what I'm saying? And like that feel good music at the same time. And I can tell you what I don't rap about. Like I don't really like. Dip and dabble and like that, that gang banging shit, that shooting shit. I stay me because that's not me, and it's not. And I'm not hating on that. Like if that's who you are, or that's then do you, But like me personally, it's like I'm not gonna rap about some shit that I didn't do or that I didn't see.
No cap rap, man.
You know what I'm saying? That I didn't
stop the capping.
I'm not gonna sit here and rap about some shit that I personally didn't do or see with my own two eyes.
And I think that's why I enjoy it. So when I listen to your music, you know what you take me back to a time to where I could just enjoy lyricism and delivery. Yeah. It kind of remind me of like Ace Hood sometimes, or like what Wayne used to do. You hold that good rapper spot. I'm gonna catch the feel of the beat and I'm gonna ride that motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
It's like I ain't worrying about the ops or nothing. I'm really just following the flow when I listen to your shit.
I'm trying to get that groove, and that's why I'm a fan of Wayne. I'm a fan of Wayne. I'm a fan of Jay. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I relate to him and like how he, you know what I'm saying, that hustler mentality. So I relate to Jay in that aspect. And I'm a huge fan of Outkast because, you know what I'm saying, they made that feel good.
They made that. I do music.
Like they could rap their ass off and make you feel good. Like I was listening to Rosa Parks the other day. Like hush that fuzz. Everybody else. I was like, damn, that shit make me wanna. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
It make you feel something.
And Andre come on that motherfucker riding the beat just like a.
Yeah, I met a gypsy and she hit me to some live game.
Only stepping like the left or right. Say, baby, when you only focus as your last cut. Come on, man.
On a single too. I'm rapping.
Bro, I don't know what's wrong with that guy.
That nigga's nice. He's one of my favorite, my favorites of all time.
I know. Speaker. Outkast is one of the reasons I do music. So,
Oh, for real?
yeah, after Speaker Box Love Below, that was the time. After I heard that, I OD'd on that album. I probably listened to that album for like a year and a half straight.
The whole thing?
Man, I can write both of them albums out, Speaker Box Love Below.
Damn.
But then Outkast, they whole discography, bro. I was raised by that. Outkast, that's my shit, and that was the reason. After I figured out the shit that Dre did, when Dre did Love Below and he produced the whole CD and, you know, and wrote the whole shit and sung the hooks and rapped, that shit fucked me up. That was like a super artistic expression, and it took me down another path, down other music. I started having a different ear for music after that, and like, you know, I was able to respect the Beatles and respect the Rolling Stones and respect other shit.
Yeah, for sure.
He said that was his inspiration for that, so then I felt like an idiot that I didn't know what that shit was.
Oh, for sure. And I try to, like, you know, dip and dabble in other genres because I just like music, you know what I'm saying? And I know that the world is bigger than hip hop music. Even though that's what I love, I know it's
but hip hop is everything and anything, and then that's why I feel like it's everything. Hip hop is that one type of music that you can kind of fuse with fucking everything. You got like what Nas X did and the shit that 3000 Outkast did, putting all that fast upbeat jazz into hip hop, bringing that shit into that. Shit's crazy. And then I used to tell people when I used to hear Kendrick remind me so much of 3000.
Man, I think Kendrick's a combination of like Andre, Eminem in his early work, and Wayne all combined in one.
Yes, you're right.
You can definitely hear it. You know what I'm saying?
You can definitely hear that shit for sure. So like definitely them. So them I know you said them some of your musical influences, and that's definitely lyricism, and I can hear that in the music for sure. So give us your musical timeline. Like what kind of like. Cause I know you just had a song right now. You just how many streams you at now? Like 20,000. What's the name? Something right now.
I'm touching
that new shit you just.
Oh, he's talking about Pressure. Yeah, we just dropped Pressure featuring me and my man's Meech.
Beautiful rollout.
Appreciate that. I appreciate that. My man Meech is on there and Rico Slim was on there, and we came up with that song fast as fuck too though. I ain't gonna lie. And man, like we probably touching like shit. 40,000 streams.
40,000 streams. Man. Go check that out
right
bro.
now. Right
now. That's why I said, bro, I've been new bro for a minute, but I had to officially get bro and give bro his motherfucking give bro his props.
Man, I appreciate that, bro.
You know, me and bro been gang. Y'all just seeing all this shit, but me and bro been rocking with each other forever. But I had to just put it down on camera and let him know at Unproductive TV we rocking with him and everything he doing, and we got the interview. You feel me?
Hey, yes, sir.
Before everything cracked. Before it all cracked.
Because, man, I've been seeing, like, me and bro, like, we actually worked together a couple times. And, it's like, I've been seeing him because, like, he hosts, like, networking events. So I pop out. Or, you know, I might see him, you know, just out and about and shit. And it's always been love. It's like, shit. Like, hey,
fam.
He was here,
since day one, man.
Lock in and shit. So.
And I appreciate all that. So, the career timeline, like, what? So, it was like, you laid that song at the, in the dorms, right? Laid that song in the dorms. Then after you left the dorms, like what was the next process?
The next project was just like finding a song that I felt like I sound good on because I had been writing songs, but I scrapped them. So like that probably happened in like March of 2018, and from March to December of 2018, I was just kind of getting a feel for it. I was still recording, but I never put anything out, and I finally felt confident to put out something, which is my first song called like Retarded Freestyle. I'm just like spazzing, like no hook, no nothing. I didn't even know how to make a hook at that time. I just knew how to rap.
Hey, you was on some Jay. You know Jay, they said that's how he was on Reasonable Doubt. He's like, all them shits was 32s. He said, I didn't even know. He's like, I was just.
Oh, for real?
He's like, I was just rapping. I used to just have all these long ass raps that I laid the songs.
For real? I never knew that. You know, he's such a savant. I thought he just came in knowing everything. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He like, no, he just knew a whole bunch of long ass bars.
But man, I didn't really know. I didn't know shit about music. I just knew to record something that sound good, put it out. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing that for months, kind of like put out little songs here and there. And I was like, okay, I'll put out my first tape. And I did that. Man, I knew it wasn't gonna like blow me up or turn me into the star, but you know, I still just to build like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta build a fan base somewhere,
foundation. So I put that out, and then like I kind of took like I did take a long ass break from like releasing music. Just because like I was still recording at the time, but I wasn't putting nothing out because I wanted to learn the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, you know, no disrespect,
Right.
but, you know, being from Kansas City, I noticed there's a lot of rappers in Kansas City who rap better than me. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is just as nice, if not nicer than me, talented as fuck, but no one's blowing. I'm like, so what are niggas in other cities doing that we're not? Because something is missing. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to, you know, me and Meech, we went back. We was reading, watching videos, podcasts, hour-long videos on YouTube, reading articles, like physical books, reading about the music business, like studying niggas, like watching like, you know,
niggas don't be doing that.
Yeah, like watching like mainstream artists, huge artists talking about the business side of music. And that's when I was like, okay, we already got the talent, we already got the swag, because we're from the culture, we know what's going on. If we can just mix the talent with the business sense and the business mind, then there's no limit to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Literally, shout out Master P. But like, there's no limit.
That's why I think it's probably working for you now, because you got that different. You putting a different. It always was like you always had a presence, but now I feel like you said, you getting the streams, you getting the interaction from the fans now, because you understand the game. You giving them what they need to respond like that. You know what I'm saying?
And it took like 2-3 years of, you know, just constantly researching. That's why I put on music, because I'm like, it's a waste of music. It's like, okay, because I personally know niggas with like hella projects when, you know what I'm saying, no disrespect, but they ain't gone nowhere. So I'm like, I don't want to sit here and waste music if I don't even know how to brand, I don't know how to market it. I don't even know, you know, because when I was putting out all that music around 2019, 2020, I didn't know what the fuck marketing was or brand. I was just putting shit out, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, nah, like.
But you got to learn by trial and error sometimes. Shit. Yeah. You got to pay for that expense. You might not be able to pay for straight information, but get out there and do some shit and fuck up. Yeah, that's just like paying for it.
Hell yeah, experience is the best teacher, you know what I'm saying?
Experience is the best teacher for sure. And then you start getting the information to add to that shit and it add up. But man, dog, bro, this has been dope, bro. I like, what's up for the future for you though, bro?
Man, for the future, we was trying to drop again. We was trying to hit niggas with a double whammy, like back to back. But we gonna drop, you know, a little 2-pack on y'all. I think if not this month, then probably December for sure. You know, we gonna get the ball rolling now that we already got some traction. It's time to keep that momentum. So we about to keep hitting y'all niggas in the head, nigga.
Y'all hear 'em, man. Well,
hit these niggas like Javonte Davis, man.
We finna get up out of here. It's your boy LZ10. It's another one with Unproductive TV. They telling me we gotta go.
Yes, sir. It's your boy,
I got my boy telling who you is,
yes, sir.
bro.
It's your boy Ikey Suave in the building. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can catch me on all platforms, all social media, IkeySuave. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go get that new song called Pressure out right now. And I appreciate my boy Els for having me on this podcast.
Let's go. Hey, y'all know, best comment, get a free Pressure t-shirt. Rock with us, Unproductive TV.
Yes, sir.